My name is Moses Katendi, and this is my wife Flavia. Together we ran Heritage Children's Center in Uganda. When I was a child growing up in Uganda, my family really struggled. My father was murdered in a cold blood when I was 7 years old, and my mother did her best but found it hard to take care of things like school fees and the cost of day-to-day living. When I was 18 years old, I was working in a garden nursery for $2 per month. One day, a German man by the name of Professor Dalham came to our nursery searching for a particular type of flower for his garden. After finding the flower for him, he asked me to be in charge of planting it at his home. After a job well done, he asked me if I was studying. I said I wanted to but could not afford it. At that moment, he somehow found it in his heart to pay my entire education. This literally changed my life. His generosity impacted me so much that it birthed a passion in my heart to want to do the same for others if I ever had the opportunity. Heritage Children's Center started in 2004 when I took 8 children into my home who had no elsewhere to go. These kids came from the streets. They had no family. They were completely homeless. Some of these kids had never even seen a TV before. One day, I came home and found them trying to open my TV to find out how the people had gotten inside. While I was giving them food and a roof over their head, I still felt like there was something missing. This is when I realized I needed to find a way to educate them so they could learn and grow and one day become the kind of people who could give back to the community. So I started a school on a small piece of land that was temporarily given to me by a friend. But we soon outgrew this facility. This first group of 8 children that I brought into my home soon became 15. It was clear to me that my little house was no longer going to be able to contain this growing number of children who were coming across my path. In 2008, I met a man by the name Steve Davis, a pastor from a church in Perth, Western Australia, and he saw our need. He had compassion on the children and believed that he could help us to buy land and establish a facility that could meet the needs of the children, both then and into the future, a place that they could call home.
In 2008, Heritage Children's Center officially began on our own piece of land that was generously purchased for us by our friends in Australia. That day marked the beginning of something great, the beginning of a new chapter in our journey. Over the last 7 years, through the help of our friends and supporters from Uganda and Australia, we have been able to accomplish so much. So far, we have been able to build 2 large dormitories with beddings for up to 300 children, a well providing fresh water, and temporary classrooms as well as toilets. We've also been able to employ qualified teachers for our primary school. Today, Heritage Children's Center is a home to 200 children from all kinds of backgrounds, each with their own unique story and a journey. Many are orphans. Some come from single-parent families who have no money to pay for their education. Others come from remote areas where their housing and living conditions are unfitting for the health development of a child. We have welcomed them into our home to be part of the growing Heritage family. The 200 children we care for right now have ongoing needs just like any other child would. Clothing, beddings, food and school supplies are the types of things that our children are in continuous need of. We are thankful that with our current support, we can provide our children with 3 meals a day, a bed to sleep in, and a roof over their head. But we are believing that with more and more support, we can provide our children with a balanced diet, a continued supply of hygiene and toiletry products, and adequate medication as needs arise. We have employed teachers to cater for the kindergarten through primary school All this has been made possible because of the generous friends and supporters both in Uganda and in Australia. People who have a passion to make a difference, people who have let their hearts be moved with compassion, people who have made a decision to invest into the future of our nation by making things better for our children, one life at a time. We feel this is just the beginning. Our vision is big and the passion for this work is great. We see Heritage becoming a first-class center. We see new classrooms that are fully furnished and equipped, a school library and a medical center. We have a vision to expand our agricultural program, growing fresh fruits and vegetables to increase the sustainability and bring animals like cows and chickens to provide milk and eggs for our children.
We have come such a long way from my little house in Kampala, where we first started, and we are so grateful for the friends and partners who have supported us on this journey and given to help make this all possible. Now, as we look forward to the future, we are facing some great challenges and some great needs, and we are looking for more friends who can help us continue this work for many years to come. Our vision is to give our growing Heritage family the very best health care, accommodation, education that we possibly can. We have accomplished so much already, but we still have so much to do. There are so many more children that we can help if we can gather more support. So many who could have a bright future. Our hope is that more people would hear our story, see the incredible value of what is happening here, and that more and more people would partner with us in this great work.